What is up, you guys? Welcome back to Sister Serve and Return. My name is Angelina, and today we're making chicken teriyaki. But first, y'all know the drill. Roll the intro. Okay, this recipe is super easy, and honestly, it takes like about half an hour to make. So super easy. It is hot as fuck outside, so I'm gonna go ahead and put my hair up already because I'm already starting to sweat. If anyone is interested, I love to put my hair up like this. You just kind of feed it through, and then boom, clip. Easy updo. I have a window AC and one that's like a standing AC that is out there and over here. Nothing is in the kitchen, so I am just, I'm freeballing it today, okay? It's about to get real hot over here, as you can tell. As always, we're just gonna start off with a little bit of wine. Not for the recipe, but just for myself. The other day I defrosted some chicken, so now I'm just going to cut the chicken breast into little chunks, probably about like, I don't know, an inch? I don't know, is this an inch? Anyway, cutting it up into like little chunks. And the trick is to pre-season it before you put the teriyaki sauce on it, but I'll show ya. My supervisor gave me this thing, and dude, for how little it is, she works. She works. And then look at this. You can like prop her up. So that's what I'm gonna do. So the other day I came across something on Facebook about like toys that were discontinued, and it had me thinking, like, I had a lot of these toys. This first thing Mom actually told me about, okay? So it was the broom from Harry Potter, like the Nimbus 2000. So apparently, like, I had no recollection of this, but apparently the like part of like the broom part of it like spun around, no idea. But in the midst of the spinning, okay, the stick would vibrate. No wonder so many girls are obsessed with Harry Potter. Just kidding. It's a really good book and a really good story, a really good movie, so don't come at me. For a while there, my mom actually read the books to me and my sister because at the time we had bunk beds. I don't know how we survived with that. Oh, I did some crazy shit as a kid. All right. I remember there was one time that Victoria made me so mad that I took one of her dolls. It was like an alien. I don't even know where we got it, like Disney or something. I have no idea. But there was like a little glow-in-the-dark alien. And I like hung it up from the ceiling fan and like had it spin around. And I was like, it's a ghost. Thinking for some reason that would scare her. Could be wrong. But I'm pretty sure she had me figured out. The fan died and I wanted to die. But anyway, the other toy or like thing that was discontinued was the CSI kit. So I like distinctly remember having a CSI kit and like doing fingerprints. Apparently, the like fingerprint like powder had like, I don't know, asbestos I think in it. So yeah, pretty sure we had that. One of the other toys that was discontinued, I think I remember having it. It was like a little Barbie that kind of like spun up in the air. I don't remember why it was discontinued. I think it said that it was like hitting kids in the head or something, but like, I mean, something is shooting up in the air. Duh. Of course it's probably gonna hit someone. I know my dog was probably like, when's it coming down? Bleh. Guarantee it. Okay, I'm like dying because the fan just like cut out on me, but this is like the size of the chunk that I'm using. Salvation. I do keep it pretty simple in terms of the seasoning, but I put pepper, salt, a little bit of garlic powder, a little bit of onion powder, and then a little bit of crushed red pepper as well, just to heat it up a little bit. So my rule when it comes to seasoning is that I put like a layer on for each side. So I will put a layer on for the top side, and then I will redo it to try and account for like the bottom half. So I will do like a layer of pepper this way, and then go back in the same motion. So go one way and then go back. I don't know. That is just how I eyeball seasoning. I don't know. For example, I'll just do a layer for the top and then accounting for the bottom layer, another layer. This is the amount of pepper flakes. It was probably like 5 shakes. It's really not that much. I'm also going to be a little adventurous and put the tiniest little bit of smoked paprika on. This is probably like not even a quarter teaspoon. So I just re-gloved, and now I'm just going to kind of mix up the chicken and the spices. Now that the chicken is all like stirred up, I'm gonna get the broccoli ready. So this is frozen broccoli from Wegmans. You can also get it from Aldi, or sometimes I also use like the pack where it comes with like the water chestnuts, the peas, the carrots, like all. But anyway, we are gonna get this started because this takes about 8 minutes, and that's about how long the chicken is gonna take, maybe about 10. But we want the broccoli done before, because once the chicken is just like cooked, we add the teriyaki sauce and some of the other fixins, and then put the broccoli in there and let it sit and marinate. I filled up this microwavable Tupperware with broccoli, and honestly, I put the water all the way up just to cover it. I don't know if that is correct, but that is just the way I have always done it. So that's what we're going to do today. The broccoli does float a little bit, but I want a little bit of room just in case it does like boil. So this is what we're working with. So she's cooking for about 8 minutes. To cook the chicken, I'm going to use this electric skillet bob. So I turn the skillet up to like 200 or 225-ish, and then I spray it with a little bit of Pam. And then I just put it on there. I wish y'all could smell this because it smells delicious. Low-key can't wait until they invent like the smellogram or something like that, you know, where you can send smells through anything. I know they have like the 4D, right? 4D? I'm pretty sure it's like a 4D movie where they like do, remember Honey, I Shrunk the Kids? Remember there was like a little theater, and there was a time where there was mice or something that was running around, so they had little ropes that would come out and like flop around like by your feet. And then when there was something that was smelly, it would like come out and like give a smell, and something about water too, but like it would like squirt water at you. I love those types of things, like the 4D movies. I love it. There should be more of those. At this point of my cooking process, yeah, I heard you. The broccoli's done. But I kind of like cut the chicken in half, like the big pieces, and see what we're working with in the middle. So as long as everything is like cooked down in the middle, then we're good to move to the next step. So now I'm just going to dump the broccoli in there. I did not drain the chicken at all. We're going to use this entire bottle of teriyaki sauce from Aldi. So we're just going to go ahead and pour it in there. I also put like the tiniest little bit of water in there and shake it up just so I can get a little bit more out of it. I also add a couple of dashes of the toasted sesame seed oil. I get this one from Wegmans. And then I also put a little splash of the Kikkoman low sodium soy sauce. And I also turned this down to about 200, and then, you know, just give her a good mix. I am obsessed with toasted sesame seed oil, so if you don't really like that flavor, you can obviously skip that step or use a little bit of it. So while this simmers, I'm just going to cook some white rice up, and don't forget to wash your rice, okay? Wash your rice. Wash your rice. Rice just got done, and it was probably about like 8 minutes or so in the microwave. So honestly, the longer this kind of simmers, the more flavor it gets. So I'm not mad about it. And that's what we're working with, baby. There it is. And I swear there's some rice underneath there, but I just prefer a lot more chicken and broccoli. Girl, my hair. I'm just gonna reiterate that it is like 90 something degrees right now. But anyways, here we go. Perfect. Perfect as always. I make this all the time. This is like one of my top meals. And honestly, it's not really that many points in Weight Watchers. It's pretty low cal, so yeah, and high protein. So instead of sweating my ass off in here, I'm gonna go in the living room where there is actually an AC unit. As always, thanks for watching, and remember to tune in next week to see what Victoria has to serve up. Happy eating!